Hey guys, what's up? It's Danny, and today I got a surprise for you. I'm going to be conducting a DJI Phantom 3 Standard range test. Yes, that's right, I'm going to be risking my drone's life just for you guys. So in this test I'm conducting, I'm not going to have any modifications, none of that, just my straight out of the box antenna. And by the way, according to DJI's official website, the 3 Standard can go to about 0.62 miles, which is about a kilometer. Of course, there are some downsides. They do warn you about the environment, and you have to realize that depending on where you fly, there might be buildings, a lot of interference, so all that comes into play. But of course, when you fly somewhere, you just don't say like, oh, let me see, there's buildings here, it's gonna go 0.5 miles less than it usually does. It's all natural, that's how I'm doing it. So I'm just gonna fly in a local park that I go to, regularly. And I have flown my drone there before, so now I'm just going to do the range test and see how it goes. So yeah. Alright, so I take off the drone and I try to raise it to about 200 feet. I think 200 feet is an ideal height because it's just right between the middle of the 400 foot altitude that's required by law. Even though 200 feet might not be what we all fly in, depending on the shot you're trying to get. I think it's just a good altitude to try for this test. So unfortunately, for some reason, the gimbal seemed to be a little bit shaky. But whatever, I did the test like that, so just enjoy. I'm going to fast forward a little bit and enjoy the test. So here we see that we're already getting a warning signal as a strong interference, and to be very careful when flying long distance, but I still, try to make it go farther, just for the sake of the range test. Now this is when things go downhill, the signal weakens, and eventually aircraft disconnected. The screen just turns black. I can't see my drone. I can't see it from the viewer. And of course I'm going to return her home because this is just a basic test. I'm not going to try to force it or anything. Just doing what I would do in a normal situation. Luckily, return to home as a savior. And yes, it works perfectly. Luckily, it does return to home. So, final results. As you saw in the video, the drone lost connection at 1,979 feet, which is exact to 0.37 miles, or if you're not American, 0.60 kilometers, which is honestly not that much. Unfortunately, my test proved that I only got about half the range that was promised by the DJI website, but of course, there were some factors. As you guys saw, there were buildings everywhere. It was a very rural area. A lot of Wi-Fi networks. A lot of people live in that little, those buildings. Also, I was flying over water, which can be considered another obstacle. I live in the city, so that's the only open space that I had to try the test, really. But hey, maybe you try in a farm or something, in a place that doesn't have that many buildings. You might get better results. And anyways, there's a bunch of antennas and upgrades you can get. I'll put some in the link below that I just know of. There's a bunch of those. Anyways, those were my results. So if you decide to buy this drone, this is more or less what you might get. If you feel, you want to go all the way out and just go 5 miles, I recommend getting the Phantom 4 or the Mavic, something, with a bigger range. So I hope you guys enjoyed my range test. Like, share, and subscribe for more weekend uploads here on my channel. Have a good one.